A second year begins for the Buhari administration, but what about the first year? How has it performed? We dissect his Democracy Day speech and the performance of his government. That's our focus on the program. Many thanks for joining in, everyone. I'm Chinua Kimberly, and this is Politics Today live on Channels Television. We're reaching you from our global headquarters here in Lagos. Let's quickly give you some updates of some of the stories coming in from Abuja, the presidential villa, where now the president says that it will carefully work with the judiciary and the international community to ensure that all funds stolen by officials of the past administration are fully recovered. President Muhammadu Buhari was speaking at a lunch meeting with State House correspondents to mark his 1 year in office. President Buhari insisted that his promise on tackling insecurity and revamping the economy will also be fulfilled. Well, again, this evening, the president will also be meeting federal lawmakers at a dinner scheduled to hold at a presidential villa. Some people will describe as strained the relationship between the executive and the legislature, especially during the process of the passage of the 2016 budget. It is not clear what will make the central point of the discussion when they meet this evening. We'll bring you more on that as we get details. So stay with us on Channels Television. Well, now let's bring you some of the political stories that we're following right now.
The political roundup on Channels Television. Here are your top political stories this time.
Prominent Niger Delta leader and an elder statesman, Chief Edwin Clark, has asked for the implementation of the 2014 Confab report. Chief Clark criticized the structure of Nigeria's federalism.
The unity of this country cannot be broken by anybody. But we have to examine the structure of this country. We cannot remain like this. We have to have a proper federalism, federal system of government, where everybody is equal.
As President Muhammadu Buhari delivered his speech to mark Democracy Day, governors too spoke to their people in the different states. But Democracy Day was marked in most states in different manner. In Ogun State, Senator Ibikunle Amosun at the forum in Abeokuta explains some of the policy of his administration. He speaks extensively on the welfare of the workers of the state.
If you look back, it is those people that retired maybe from 2014 or 2013 that they can say, oh, you are still doing us. And I'm sure we'll run around, we will do that.
And in Cross River State, it was a church service to mark the day. Governor Ben Ayade, while stating some of the projects being worked upon, tried to raise the confidence of the people in his capability.
I want to tell all of you, don't give up, don't lose hope. I have the capacity.
And in Akwa Ibom State, the governor in his speech addresses the need for the nation to diversify, especially in the area of agriculture.
And you're up to date. Those are your top political stories you need to know.
Thank you for staying with us. Well, Nigerians woke up to the President's Democracy Day yesterday, the 29th of May 2016. There are several expectations from Nigerians based on the issues of corruption, security, and the list of looted funds and looters that the President promised he was going to announce. But the question is that the speech of the President on the Democracy Day meet the expectations of many Nigerians, and it carried their aspirations too. Well, some of those people who have been waiting and talking about this matter is Professor Soyinka. In an interview, he speaks on the assessment of the Buhari administration since assuming office.
Yeah, this administration has inherited a heavy baggage. That's what I want to say, a heavy baggage. And while I'm critical in certain aspects of the priorities of the government, I think that to clear up the mess left by previous administrations is going to take quite a while, especially in the section of the economy. And so I don't use words like optimism or pessimism. I'm just pragmatic. I look at what there is on the ground. And of course, wherever I can intervene, I do, both privately and publicly.
Well, that's the Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka, his perspectives on the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. Well, let's get some more perspectives on this matter. Joining me in our Abuja studio is a former presidential aide to former President Olusegun Obasanjo. Mr. Akin Osuntokun joins us now. Many thanks for coming on the program. And from Edinburgh in Scotland is a political analyst, Mr. Kayode Ogundamisi, also. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us on the program. Let me start with you, Mr. Osuntokun, right now. You've been an aide political advisor to a former president, and in this kind of situation, a first year for a president, and the kind of speech that he gave yesterday, if you were to assess that speech, did you think that it met the aspirations of many Nigerians, considering the plethora of issues on the ground?
Well, Sean, I couldn't hear most of what you said, but I get the idea that you are speaking about the assessment of the past 1 year.
Yeah, but basically, because, hold on, this discussion is going to be in two phases, okay? First and foremost, we are going to be dwelling and analyzing the speech of the president, and also we're analyzing the 1 year in office, the performance. But we're going to dwell on the speech right now. And I'm asking specifically about the speech now, if you can hear me clearly now. How would you assess the speech of the president on the Democracy Day? Did it meet the aspirations of many Nigerians concerning the several issues on the ground?